And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Simon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, check out. Ready? 55. Yeah. One day.
On first down, Beverly. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Check out. 90. Watch the car. Watch twitch. 12. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the run. Go.
From the red zone now, Locke. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Right, 622. We ain't giving up nothing today.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Reset. Here we go. Double time. Alert. 3 out. You go take. You go 5. You go take.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's letting this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll run on first down. Simon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's 12.
On 2nd and 7, Luck is going to float this one deep right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Switch.
Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, it's Simon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Watson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, it's Simon. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Ball. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
All day, defense, all day, all day. 49, check 11.
Here's Love. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check out. 675. Hey, check. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 55. Go. 55. Mike 55. Hey, 12. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, Foxtrot. Check 55. Watch it.
3rd and long. It's locked. Looking deep for Gabriel. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw him with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's ball. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Close. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
A gain of 12.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the end. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Simon. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Luck toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, it's Ball, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. To go in the first half.
Let's get it.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Ball, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Monday.
Now a first down throw. Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Man open. It's Goodwin. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Silver. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got him.
From the gun on third down, Luck. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good.
Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Ball. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Luck now to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
11 B. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw is Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
I'm coming after you. Hey,
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
X3, 218, chop it. 55, right there in the middle.
On 1st down, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Luck on 1st down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, high 7. I'm going to run you over. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Here's Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On On second down now. Beverly, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
It's just me and you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead now up to 14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one, but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Ball. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
On the set, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all